Today I'm breaking down how to make cinematic videos with just your iPhone. I'll show you how I set up my shots with affordable gear like my newer lights, but I'll share some budget alternatives that anyone can use at home. Here's the problem. iPhone footage just generally looks shaky, flat, and uninspiring. You've probably recorded something, looked back, and thought, how come this video doesn't look like the ones that I see online? The problem isn't just the camera, it's how you set up your scene. Here's how I turn my iPhone into a cinematic tool. Composition. Even with an iPhone, you still want to set up the scene like you're a filmmaker. Try leading lines like hallways or streets, or try to add some depth to your video, like shooting through plants or greenery. All this adds layers to your video. Next up is lighting or mood. I use my newer HB80C. It's an RGB light, but you don't need to go crazy with everything in the rainbow. Cinematic looks usually come from simple and intentional contrasts. And here's some combos that you can try. Warm orange versus cool teal. This is the Hollywood standard when it comes to cinematic. You have nice warm light on your subject, but a cool background has a nice contrast. It creates depth and mood without distracting from the actual subject. Amber versus deep blue, or the perfect nighttime vibe. Amber looks natural and cozy, while blues make the shadow feel rich and dramatic. Neutral white versus accent color. Use a clean white light on your subject and use any type of creative color in the background just to get some depth. Great for product shots or music video style content. Daylight versus tungsten. Even without an RGB light, you can just mix the white balance color of your lights to create that cinematic contrast. Set your main light to a warm color balance and stand by a window so that you can get that contrasting cool light. And the best part, it's mainly free and amazing. The point isn't to drown your scene in color, it's about contrast. Cool versus warm, accent versus neutral. These type of mixtures kind of removes that flat feeling of that iPhone footage. And if you're on a budget, a $20 LED panel from Amazon, a desk lamp, and even the natural light can be your best friend in recreating this type of lighting scenarios. Next on the list is texture with shadows. This is where gobos come in handy. Throw a window-like shadow on the wall. It instantly feels like natural light, but that's honestly just one option. You can use leaves or branches that give you a nice soft broken pattern that makes it feel outdoorsy or natural. You can use geometric shapes like circles, squares, or diamonds. It adds tension and energy into your scene. Grids or meshes. This adds a pattern that can be used on or on the background of your subject. Abstract cutouts. This can add a bit of an artsy or dreamy look. And you don't even need expensive gear. At the most, if you want to recreate some of these things, all you need is a $10 flashlight and some cardboard. And even if you don't want to spend the $10 on the flashlight, using natural light can help you in those situations as well. Watch this. On the left is a plain iPhone shot with no additional lighting, and on the right is the exact same scene but with a warm key light, cool rim light, and a little bit of shadow play. Suddenly the iPhone footage feels more like a cinematic camera rather than an iPhone. That's the difference that composition and lighting can make. So here's the takeaway. Your iPhone is already an amazing camera, and adding some cinematic composition can help tenfold. On a budget or DIY, you can make your shots look expensive and cinematic. And if you don't believe me, all the B-roll shots in this video were shot on my iPhone. Now I want to hear from you. What are things that you do to improve your iPhone footage? And drop it in the comments. And remember, learn, create, and share.